2 days ago, Anthropic shipped something to Claude Code that almost nobody is talking about correctly. It can now run up to 1,000 AI agents from a single command at the same time while you sleep. And the first person to really push it, he rewrote an entire programming runtime, 750,000 lines of code in 11 days. So here's the real question. If 1,000 agents can rewrite that, what could one of you build this weekend? Let me show you exactly what's new and how to actually use it. Quick promise so you know this is worth your time. By the end, you'll understand in plain English the three things that just landed: Opus 4.8, dynamic workflows, and a cheaper fast mode. No jargon. Then I'll give you the simple playbook to turn it into something real. Welcome to AI Tool Stack, where we turn AI tools into actual systems. Let's get into it. First, the brain. Claude Code now runs on Opus 4.8. Think of it as the engine getting an upgrade. It's set to think harder by default before it touches your code. You don't toggle anything, it's just sharper out of the box. Now the headline: dynamic workflows. Until now, when you gave Claude Code a huge task, it mostly worked in a line. One step, then the next. Dynamic workflows flips that completely. You give it a goal in plain English, and Claude writes its own plan, breaks it into pieces, and fans those pieces out to a swarm of sub-agents working in parallel. Up to 1,000 of them per run. 16 running at the exact same moment, so your machine doesn't melt. And here's the part I genuinely love. It doesn't just trust the work, it sends agents to refute each other, to actively try and prove the work is wrong, before anything gets folded back in. Quality control, built right into the swarm. And this is not a demo day toy. The creator of Bun, a real, widely used JavaScript runtime, used this to rewrite his entire codebase from one language to another. Roughly 750,000 lines of Rust, 11 days from first commit to merge, and 99.8% of his existing tests still passed. He pointed the swarm at it, and it delivered. Last update, and this one's for your wallet. Fast mode is now about 3 times cheaper, and importantly, it's still Opus, not some stripped-down mini version. So your quick, cheap iterations stay genuinely good. Cheap, fast loops plus heavy overnight swarms. That combination is the whole game. Okay, tools are cool, but this channel is about systems that actually pay. So let's connect the dots. For years, the bottleneck for building software was never the idea. It was execution hours, the sheer time it takes to actually build the thing. Well, dynamic workflows is execution hours, bought in bulk, overnight, for a tiny fraction of what a team would cost. So here's the mindset shift I want you to steal. You are no longer a person who codes. You are a person who assigns work to a team that never sleeps and barely costs anything. Your job becomes 3 things: pick the right problem, write a clear brief, and review the output. That's it. That's the new skill. And it is a skill, not magic, which is exactly why most people will still get it wrong. So here's the simple playbook to start this weekend. 4 steps. Step 1. Pick a boring, painful problem. Not the next big app. A small, annoying task that a specific group of people would happily pay to never do again. Boring problems pay the rent. Step 2. Write the brief like you're hiring someone. Describe the outcome, not the code. What it should do, who it's for, and what done actually looks like. The clearer your brief, the better the swarm performs. Garbage brief, garbage swarm. Step 3. Let it fan out, then walk away. For the big build, let dynamic workflows plan and parallelize. Kick it off, go to sleep, and come back to a first draft. Then use that cheap fast mode for the little fixes after. Step 4. Review like an editor. Ship like a founder. You are the last line of quality. Read what it built. Test the path that matters most. Then put it in front of one real user. Not 100. One. Get feedback. loop again. And two honest warnings, because I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. 1. More agents is not always better. 1,000 agents on a tiny task is just an expensive way to make a mess. Match the swarm to the size of the job. 2. It can produce wrong work, confidently and fast. That refuting step helps a lot, but you still own the final result. The people who win with this read the output. The people who get burned just hit accept. So take a step back for a second. A year ago, building a real software product meant a team, months of work, and serious money. Today, it can mean one focused person, a clear brief, and a swarm of agents working through the night for a tiny fraction of the cost. That gap between who can build and who actually does, that's the biggest opportunity I've seen since I started this channel. The tool is no longer your excuse. If you want the exact brief template I use to kick these workflows off, the fill-in-the-blank prompt, it's in a free pack, linked down in the description and pinned in the comments. And if this changed how you see Claude Code, hit subscribe. We go deep on these AI money systems every single week. Then tell me in the comments, what's the first boring problem you would point 1,000 agents at? I read them all, and the best one becomes next week's build video. That was AI Tool Stack. Now go assign some work.